Helping the next generation learn to be informed by news and not influenced by misinformation is at the heart of a project happening at many schools across the nation this week. Scripps stations such as KJRH are partnering with the New Literacy Project. It's to help students learn how to get the facts and how misinformation can be spread if you don't know how to separate what's true from what's not. As part of the project, our reporters, like 2 Works For You's Christy Maria, are helping aspiring high school journalists learn how to accurately find and report stories that affect them.
It's okay, this kind of stuff happens all the time in life, so.
I know every time that I do a project, I do learn.
If you can get out and support
Webster High School's broadcast digital media program.
it's crazy.
It has the same rush and the same jobs as any local news station. In the middle of it all is Ali Garcia.
I'm Ali Garcia, and this is
Sir Patrick Davis.
today's me.
She puts together stories of all types.
Other stuff I've done before is mostly for school projects to make people laugh, have fun.
That's my, yeah.
Thank you.
But we came to her with a challenge, starting with a question. What's an issue in school that matters to you and your fellow students?
Sometimes people just get so overwhelmed they just want to give up.
Mental health was her first answer. Right away, Ali started diving into the problem and its roots that not everyone may see.
Life at home, or if they have a job that they have to keep to just help support their family, to help support them, that takes a toll on them. Their family sometimes isn't always there for them, and so sometimes they have to be on their own. And then definitely school sometimes puts a little bit more stress because they have all this work to get done by the end of the week or by the next day.
Ali sees what all that stress can do every day.
A lot of people drop out. A lot of people just let them fail and just let them repeat all the classes that they had to do. I see a lot of people just turn to drugs, sadly. A lot of people just do drugs. A lot of people take it out on others, bully each other. It's sad.
Sharing that information, the theme kind of unfolded on its own. And she may not, at first she wasn't sure what she thought she would do, but in that brief moment of that conversation, the story came out.
A lot of people think just because they need help makes them weak or makes them not strong, because life is hard.
So Ali decided to use her story to help those students, like her friend Kelsey, find help as they silently suffer, and even remind parents that they may not always know what's going on with their child, and to start that conversation.
Do you think mental health is important in our society today?
Of course it's important in our society.
Kelsey is a friend with anxiety who's found her own way to cope and the people she trusts to help lift that weight off her shoulders.
I started meditating.
You meditate?
Yeah, I meditate.
In the interview, Kelsey talked about seeing and living the same issues Ali wanted to address, and why students don't go to get the help they need.
They've gone through this too. I'm not the only one that's, going through this.
Do you see it a big improvement?
So then, Ali went to someone who may not always be seen as a counselor, her teacher, Mrs. Lancaster. Mrs. Lancaster showed the help her fellow students need can come from anywhere.
Compassion, character, friendship, that's what these kids need.
And lastly, we went outside of school to the Parent-Child Center of Tulsa and Steve Hahn to discuss why it's okay for students to get help and that it really is all around them.
As people, you have the power to help people connect.
Those perspectives are different because from a student's view, we haven't gone through what an adult has been through. And so we don't know how it is. We just know what we've experienced.
So what is it first that you want Kelsey to talk about?
Talking with Ali after everything was over, her biggest takeaway was the responsibility of balancing each perspective and representing them fairly in a way that viewers will understand.
Making things entertaining, persuasive, and informative for the audience, that's a big step for a journalist, is because you have to provide all that to an audience, even if it's just in 2 minutes.
And the most important aspect, how research, checking with different people, and digging for answers finds credible information and fights misinformation in her stories.
If we don't do that, it's why even have it? Because it's not like a TV show where we just show something fake. It was really, we have to get into something that's real and show them that, hey, this is real, this is actually happening. And it really wakes up the audience.
Chris DiMaria, 2 Works For You.
Thanks, Chris. Now, you just met Ali Garcia from Webster High School. Coming up at 6, see the student report that she worked on for this project. We're posting it also on our website, kjrh.com.